In the first two videos, I shared about our desire at Disciple the Nations to obey the Great Commission and to make disciples. In the next few videos, I will share some of the ways we accomplish our mission. How will Disciple the Nations accomplish their mission? The first fundamental way we accomplish our mission is to partner with churches to mobilize Christian workers to the nations. When Jesus went through the cities and villages preaching and teaching, Matthew chapter 9 tells us that as he saw the crowds, he had compassion for them because they were like sheep without a shepherd. He then turned to his disciples and said, "The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore pray earnestly to the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest field." The gospel is proclaimed through God's people. To accomplish the mission of evangelizing and discipling the peoples of the world, Jesus said that it is going to take workers. There's no other way around it. Paul asked in Romans 10, how can they hear without a preacher? It was a rhetorical question. The answer, of course, is they can't. The world will never hear the good news of Jesus Christ unless Christian workers, missionaries, take the gospel to the world. Paul continues and asks another rhetorical question. How can they preach unless they're sent? Missionaries must be sent, and God has given the church the responsibility to send. Disciple the Nations helps churches send workers to the nations, and we help those workers to get to stay, and to labor well on the mission field. How will Disciple the Nations find workers? We pray the Lord will supply workers in two ways. First, there will be times that people who want to be missionaries, or who may already be missionaries, will contact us and ask to join our agency. I'm excited about this opportunity. We love partnering with people who God has already been working in their lives and is leading them toward missions. But mobilizing missionaries is more than just waiting around until they contact you. The second way is for us to proactively work to educate and encourage others about missions. Most Christians who are uninvolved in the Great Commission are simply unaware of God's global purpose, or they aren't sure how they can be a part of what God is doing around the world. So part of our role is to help people become aware of God's global mission. One way we do that is we provide resources to help churches and other ministries to implement or to strengthen their mission programs. We're especially eager to do this in the local church because we believe tomorrow's missionaries will come from today's church. Therefore, we want to help churches identify, develop, prepare, send, and serve their missionaries. This will mobilize new workers from people who may have never thought about the Great Commission before. What kind of workers does Disciple the Nations mobilize? Global Christian workers come from all walks of life. They aren't just pastors and seminary professors. They're teachers, farmers, nurses, computer programmers, and everywhere in between. They must be faithful, mature disciples of Jesus Christ who are compelled by the gospel to go to the nations and creatively use their gifting to accomplish the Great Commission. That's the kind of people we work with. We partner with gospel-compelled disciples to work in gospel-centered ministries for the glory of God. In the next video, I will share with you about how we will care for and serve our workers.